Hey, what is going on, Fan Clan? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Danny Phantump. What a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Happy Sunday. Hope you guys are all enjoying it, having a good weekend, finding some amazing Pokemon deals. There just continues to be some really good Pokemon deals going on, and I'm really excited about the Pokemon space in general right now, especially moving forward. We'll talk a lot about that as we move into the new year. These last couple of weeks of the year, I really wanted to kind of go back and recap how things have done, how things have performed over the past year. Today we are going to be looking at booster packs. I love booster packs. I think booster packs are a great piece of a whole lot of collections. We're specifically going to be focusing on the XY era, that generation of booster packs. I think that it's a great piece to add to your collection if you're not really in a budgetary situation to buy booster boxes, which I think most of us are. That's the case for most of us. There's also the biggest Pokemon regional tournament ever going on right now. Over 1,200 Masters are in Arlington. The competitive game continues to grow, and that has me even more excited about the Pokemon space, especially moving into 2023. So I'm going to get with the slideshow in just a second here. But first of all, I do want to say congratulations to Colors 181. I think it's 181, but it's Colors, COLOURS 181. You are the winner of a Celebrations Ultra Premium Collection. So all you have to do is just shoot me a message on Instagram. You can find me at danny.phantump, on Twitter, Danny__O, or just shoot me an email. Let me know your mailing address so that way I can get you your brand new Celebrations Ultra Premium Collection. We're giving away a box of V-Star Universe like every week right now because prices are so ridiculous and it's really making me mad. Go back, watch the video that I just posted on Friday, because then you get details. You just have to comment. That's it. Just comment. Don't worry about all that other hoopla. I'm going to flip you guys around. If you do enjoy the content, please hit that subscribe button down below. Leave a like, leave a comment. If you don't like the content or you don't feel like subscribing because I'm not doing a good enough job, let me know what I need to do better. I really appreciate all the feedback. With that being said, let's jump into the XY generation. I really like booster packs. I like there's a lot that you can do with them, right? There's a lot of shelving units that you can use to kind of display your booster pack collection. There's frames, you can put them up on a wall, especially if you get one of every artwork, and that's a really popular thing, especially over the past couple years with how high a lot of out of print booster pack boxes have gone. We're talking about like black and white era. We're talking about even some XY era booster boxes that are selling for over $1,000, which is outside of the budget of a lot of people. So collecting artwork for booster packs is a really great alternative. You can get booster packs graded. You can use PSA, put those up on the wall or put those up in frames or slabs or stands or whatever the case may be. So there's a lot of really cool pieces that you can do with booster pack collecting. I love the idea of booster pack collecting, especially when it comes to artwork, the different artworks that each of them have. So we're going to start out looking at XY era, and what I really like to do is kind of see how a product performs over the past 12 months, over the past year. So basically throughout the entirety of 2022. And it's a very interesting time because at the end of 2021 is really when Pokemon started crashing. You had all these content creators recording content about the Pokemon market crash, and that is because we got absolutely bodied with reprints by Pokemon. There was additional waves of Vivid Voltage, Darkness Ablaze, a second and a third wave of Evolving Skies. We had Fusion Strike. We had an additional wave of Chilling Rain. There was all those additional waves of Celebrations. It was just product overload all over the place, which really caused the market to drop. And a lot of people exit the hobby because they were getting frustrated. They were frustrated that their collection wasn't worth as much, or they were frustrated because they couldn't turn Pokemon cards to get an immediate profit. However, what we like to do is we like to look at Pokemon in the long haul, look at it the long game, and kind of get a determination of what we can utilize in our collection to kind of grow our collection, right? So if we have some areas that are doing well, kind of turning those products then around and using it as by the means of increasing our collection with the difference. So looking at XY booster packs, this is the first set of the XY generation. You can see not good, and a lot of the early sets of XY are down, but as we get further and further along in this video, we're going to see some really good movements on a lot of these products. So looking at the XY booster packs, not a whole lot in this set that you can pull. There's some cool full art cards, like the Xerneas, for example, like the Evital, for example. There's a Venusaur, there's a Blastoise, full arts in this set. Really not too bad of a set, but not like a huge set. $34.96 is the current market price. This is actually dropped about 22.68% from its one-year high, which was $45.22, which it hit in January of 2022, then really just started steadily going down and down further and further. You can see it hit a one-year low in October of $34.52, but from its high point of $45.22 to where it is now, $34.96, it's dropped about 22.68%. So definitely heading in the wrong direction. Flashfire, kind of the same thing. It's actually going in a different direction. Flashfire is a very expensive booster pack for a multitude of reasons, like the Charizard hunt. A lot of people are very interested. It's got secret rare Charizards in it, so that makes a lot of people excited about it. Also, it didn't get reprints. It didn't get a whole lot of reprints after the set was initially released. You can see a one-year high in May of $64.44, a one-year low in December of 2021 of $55.78. Currently, it's sitting at $58.38, which is about a 10% drop, 9.5% drop from where it was in May at its one-year high of $64.44. So you might see this rebound a little bit, but for the longest time, Flashfire has been right around a $50 booster pack. We did have that situation, like I said, in May, where it obviously climbed up to $65 and then kind of went backwards. It's retraced a little bit since then. Next up is Furious Fist. Furious Fist, another set that doesn't really have a whole lot in it. You've got some cool megas in it, some secret rare megas in it that are pretty cool, but outside of that, the full art Seismitoad is pretty cool. That did a lot in competitive play. $17.29 is the current market price on this. You can see it's up a little bit from its one-year low, which it hit in May of 2022 at $16.19, but still well off of its high, which it hit in March of 2022, $18.89. So if we look at its high to where it is currently, so if you would have bought it in March when it was at its high of $18.89, it's down about 8.5% from that point, currently sitting at $17.29, right in between its one-year high and one-year low. Phantom Forces, I love this set. I think Phantom Forces is an absolute amazing set. It's got the full art Gengar in it. It's got the secret rare Mega Gengars. Also a lot of really good ancillary cards in it, like VS Seeker. Really good staples in this set. Its low price, which it hit at the beginning of March in 2022, was $28.87. You can see it saw a lot of gain over the next few months in spring up until May, where it hit its one-year high of $32.18, then came back down to earth a little bit. Now it's hovering right in between its one-year high and one-year low, sitting at $30.27. It's looking at about a 6% decrease from its one-year high, which it hit in May. Then we start seeing some gains, and then we start seeing some pretty massive gains, like Primal Clash right here, for example. It's got the Primal Groudon in it. It's got the Primal Kyogre in it. Really cool full arts in it. At one point in time, at the beginning of the year, end of 2021, it was selling right around $11.32, then kind of took off, and it's just stayed consistent since then. So it hit a one-year high of $14.62 a couple weeks ago. Now it's retraced about 20 cents, sitting at $14.41. But if you look at how it's performed this year, it's up 27.3% since the beginning of summer, and just continuing to head in that upward direction. As we look at some of these earlier XY sets and give kind of ourselves a barometer on where some of these later XY sets are headed, it's no surprise why some of these are starting to catch up then to the earlier XY sets, kind of setting the pace for where these later XY sets might be headed. Then we've got Roaring Skies, full art Shaman, really cool set, full art Mega Rayquaza, different Rayquazas in this set. This was a huge set for competitive play. Also got reprinted in a massive reprint that came very, very late, very close to rotation. You can see this set kind of took off in January, February of 2022 before it kind of settled and saw a little bit of growth over the past 9 months or so, but for the most part, it's been remaining extremely consistent. $8.32 is where this booster pack was sitting in December of 2021. Then jumped up very close to a one-year high. You can see it hovering very close to that $14 mark. Now it's sitting at $14.62, which is just off of its one-year high of $14.69, but you're looking at almost 76% growth over the past year from its low point if you would have bought in December of 2021. Same thing with Ancient Origins. You see a little bit of a dip there in May. However, it kind of withheld that extremely well, withstood that very well. $25.07 is a one-year high. That's what it's currently sitting at. Lots of really cool cards in the set, like the Tyranitar, like the Hoopa. Its low point of $14.15. It hit in December of 2021, then jumped up closer to that $20 mark before settling back down in May, about $15, $16, and then took off like a rocket. 77.17% growth over the past year, sitting at $25.07. They've got Breakthrough, which stayed extremely consistent for the majority of 2022 up until October, and then it took off like a rocket. Breakthrough was at $9.69 in January, February of 2022. 2022 before slowly starting to gain a little bit of that back. And then it hit October and just kind of shot up. Now it's sitting at a 1-year high of $12.73. If you would have bought it in January of 2022 when it was at its low point of $9.69, you would have seen a 31.37% gain on just this one booster pack, just this specific booster pack, sitting at $12.73 currently. Break point with the Secret Rare Gyarados, this was sitting at $5.89 in December of 2021. But then again, we had all these modern reprints and some of the stuff that was a little bit older that we knew wasn't going to get reprinted as easily started taking off a lot better. So you can see slow organic growth from this breakpoint pack. It's currently sitting at $11.04, which is a 1-year high. You're looking at 87.44% is how much this booster pack has gained, how much this has returned just over the past year, and it's just been very slow, very consistent growth throughout the entirety of the year. Then we've got Fates Collide, which is a little bit of an outlier because it did drop back down over the last couple months here. You can see it's about 11.17% of a difference from its 1-year high down to where it currently is. However, still well up from its 1-year low. It was at $6.50 in December of 2021 before it started a path very much like what we just saw with Breakpoint and Breakthrough. However, it hit its 1-year high in September of 2022, which is $9.67, then fell back down closer to that $8 mark. Now it's rebounded a little bit, sitting at $8.59 currently. It's a very good set with Alakazam. Not so much outside of Alakazam. You do have a Lugia in this set. However, outside of that, not a whole lot to write home about, which might be why it's kind of backed off a little bit. But still, $8.59. You're still looking at a price point that's well above its $6.50 low. Then we've got Steam Siege. Lots to talk about Steam Siege. Just not a really fun set for a lot of people to open. You've got the Secret Rare Gardevoir in it. You've got the Mega Gardevoir. Those are very cool. You've got the Secret Rare Volcanion. That's a cool looking card. However, there's not enough demand to carry this set forward, which is why it's struggling so much to continue to gain ground. So it's about 6.5–7% off of its 1-year high right now. Its 1-year high is $6.24, which it hit in August of 2022, before dropping back down to about $5.50, then shooting back up. It's sitting at $5.81, still a little bit off of its 1-year high, but still well above its 1-year low of $4.82, which it hit in December of 2021. Then we've got Evolutions. Evolutions is a very interesting set because there's not a whole lot in this set that's worth a whole lot of value. You have the Charizard, which is about $50. You have the Mega Charizard, the Full Art Mega Charizard, which has a little bit of value to it. Other than that, not a whole lot to justify a $20 booster pack, but just the idea of opening up a booster pack to get all of that vintage artwork is what really drives a lot of people, because they want to be able to re-experience that nostalgic feeling that they had when they opened up their original base set or base set 2 booster packs. You can see in May of 2022, this one hit a 1-year low of $15.31. I think a lot of people thought, okay, Evolution's going to come back down to earth at that point in time, but it took off right away again, right back up to that $20 price point. At one point, it hit $21.82 for a 1-year high in September, before coming back down a little bit. Now it's sitting at $20.21, still very much closer to a 1-year high than a 1-year low of $15.31. Double Crisis is one of the specialty sets. We're going to look at a couple of them here that just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Outside of the Team Aqua's Kyogre, the Team Magma's Groudon, this is a special set. You only get 7 cards in this booster pack. There's not a whole lot in this set. You've got a really cool Team Magma Secret Base, which was a really big trainer at one point, a really big stadium at one point in competitive format. However, it didn't justify this price point of this booster pack being $90 outside of the fact that people just wanted the booster pack for their sealed collection. Not a lot of people that are going to be cracking open these Double Crisis packs, but look at how far it has dropped now over the past year. For some reason, TCG Player didn't have graphing showing before March of 2022, but you can see during March of 2022, it was currently selling, or it was selling at that point in time for $90. That's a 1-year high before dropping extremely hard. In October of 2022, it hit a 1-year low of $62.50. It's rebounded a little bit, rebounded up to $65.87, but still well off of its 1-year high. We're looking at about 26.81% of a drop on Double Crisis. And then finally, we've got Generations, the 20th anniversary set for Pokemon. This one is doing extremely well. There's lots of really cool cards in this set. Plus, it's kind of like Celebrations in the regard that you can get a lot of double bangers, you can get a lot of double pulls, you can get an RC pull, an RC EX, plus a regular EX in your booster pack, which makes opening the booster packs not as bad when you can get 2 hits in one pack. $31.01 is where it was sitting in December of 2021, then started taking off, and you can just see this is the kind of curve that you really want to see when it comes to Pokemon, when it comes to your collection. If it's just slowly, steadily rising consistently over the entirety of the year, it's jumped up 33.18% over the past year, currently sitting at a 1-year high of $42.63, doing extremely well. That is all of the booster packs that we have from the X and Y era. We're going to go over the Sun and Moon era booster packs in Tuesday's video. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below. Let me know what booster packs you might have or you might be looking at getting, what you think of booster packs. I think booster packs are a lot of fun, keeping them sealed or just opening them in general. But it's a really nice piece to add to collection where you can kind of avoid that over expensive cost of booster boxes, especially for the ones that are out of print. And it gives you an idea moving forward of things that you can continuously add to your collection. Like Crown Zenith comes out, you can collect all the artworks from that. And then Scarlet and Violet, you collect, you're only setting aside 4 sealed packs rather than setting aside a sealed booster box. So not as much of a commitment to keep up with moving forward. So I hope you guys do like the content. If you do, hit that subscribe button down below, leave a comment, leave a like. It goes a long way for the algorithm. Most importantly, thank you so much for taking the time to watch the video. I really appreciate you guys, and I will see you on Tuesday. Until then, peace.